Awkward 30 seconds of silence. Oh, hello there. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're back live again. I don't know how many days in a row. I'm really not trying to go days in a row. When I can't fly in real life, I got nothing else to do. Well, that's not true. I have a lot to do, but I just wanted to get the taste out of my mouth from yesterday's stream. So we're currently sitting here at the Wayfarer, waiting for someone to come bring me a cup of coffee. Airport shortages today, though, so no one's really working. I might have to just go over here to the Nelson store, pick up something from the snacks and drinks. Let's see, what do we got over here? We got anything over here? Snacks and drinks. I call fake news. I just see snacks. Where are the drinks at? Oh, hello. All right, well, guess we don't have any, I guess we're just going to go without it. Anyway, we are ready to go. Hope you all are ready for this one. We're going to have a fun one today, chat. We got a fun stream planned ahead. We are going to be taking the lovely BAE 146. Look at that, baby. Just sitting right there. I know the thumbnail said Fokker. We were going to do F-28. However, a couple developments. Number one, the Fokker didn't fly in New Zealand under Air New Zealand. Number two, I don't think we've ever had an opportunity on a tour to fly a Dash 300 146. That is from a real airline. So Air New Zealand had the BAE 146-300. A couple small little differences. Definitely some different hand flying characteristics. I don't know how to land it. I can't land it. I tried to do it once and it was not pretty. But we're going to give that a shot because I figured why not. Let's just get back to the old school 146. I do love the F-28, but we're going to have a whole slew of F-28 flights coming at you when we get over to Australia, to the Ansett, Australia. So, good to see everybody here grabbing coffee directly from the sim. Yes. Good to see everybody here. Export GT, Delta, Tango, Ralph, Matt Warren with the 15 months of support. Thank you. Congrats on 36K subs. Yeah, we did hit 36. Best channel on YouTube. Matt Warren, appreciate the support. Too kind of you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we already went up 1,000 subs since the kickoff of the tour. That is pretty good. I thank you all for who's tuned in and subscribed to the channel. Very, very nice. I hope you enjoy the content. Continue to like what we do. We like to have fun here on V1 Nation. But today, we're flying one of my all-time favorite airplanes. It's a toss-up. Honestly, it's a toss-up between the 146 and the F-28. I think I would have to go F-28 just because I like the way the F-28 sounds in real. Like, I like the way it sounds a little bit better than the Whisper Jet here, the 146. But she is just so uniquely beautiful. I do love my 146. No banana cold brew, no Captain McGee. I ran over to the local shop in real life here, and I got myself a little cappuccino. Now, do we need a bourbon for this flight? Benny, welcome up, man. Good to see you. No bourbon needed for this flight. I was tossed up. We have a short flight today. I think it's less than an hour. I think it's like 40 minutes en route. Okay, 40-minute flight time en route. So a super short flight. We can take our time here. I want to talk about something. So I was going to fly. I didn't know what I was going to fly today. I was like, first it was Fokker, then I was going to just do Airbus thing because I want to do one more Queenstown approach in the Fenix. I want to do a VOR circle, which I think is what is flown in like this famous video on YouTube where you see the A320 come in on Air New Zealand to fly into the clouds and they break out low level. I think they were on a version of a VOR approach. I want to recreate that, but I didn't want to just hop right back on the Fenix. And then I was like, well, I want to do King Air. And I started looking for routes. I'm like, yeah, we have to do some King Air flying in New Zealand. Y'all, I have found probably the juiciest, not probably, I honestly think it might be the best GA flight scenic that we will ever do on this channel. We're going to be operating a med flight which is like a children's hospital, King Air 350i. We're probably going to take it from, we'll probably have to go from Queenstown to, we're going to go to, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. Ford? Is it Ford? I can't. And Milford, and then one other. But it's going to be an absolute banger of a stream. I have the thumbnail ready to go. I took some screenshots. I was going to do that one today, but then I'm like, well, I don't want to fly from Nelson. It'd be too far. It'd be too long of a stream. So we might, depending on how today goes, we might double up. And I'm thinking maybe 4 o'clock Eastern, maybe this evening. we'll fire up a King Air flight with its decked out GTN 750 530 GPS dual and dual stack, and just try to have some fun in that. And then tomorrow or Wednesday, we might be back in the Fenix to try to do one more R&P approach. But it might be, I can't wait for that one, but I also can't wait for this one. My only reservation, my only fear on this one is the Christchurch scenery from the same folks that made this scenery is extremely heavy on frames for my particular system. Let's just walk, we're doing our pre-flight here. As we do our pre-flight, I'm going to walk over here. Let's look at this 320. Oh my gosh, can you guys imagine when we get IAEs on the 320? Fenix IAEs are going to be so juiced. I wish it would just, man, Fenix, I'm off this entire month. Well, I've only 2 weeks. I only have another week off, and then I'm spending an entire week in training. So the time is ending for me to be off. If only they could have released it this month, we would have been IAEs all month. But we're going to have an absolute blast. Let's come over here to this F-28 that's powering up over here. I think they're doing a maintenance test, or got it up on blocks. But, I mean, that is pretty nice. Milford Sound, that's what it is, Captain Meow. Yeah, Milford Sound, and then Cook. Is it Cook? I don't know. Oh, what happened here? I was enjoying that F-28 view. Oh. Anyway, well, we're all spawning in. Everyone's spawning in. Find a spot. Find a spot. There's plenty of ramp space here. Ooh, nice wing texture actually for a model here. We are actually going to do a stream today. I know you're all like, well, now I'm curious. Is there a cockpit? Shut the front door. Yo. Y'all would think we were doing an F-28 stream right now. Would you not? Like, I literally think I'm doing an F-28 stream. How cool is this? Mount Cook. Yes, Mount Cook, and then Milford Sound is what we're going to do, and in the King Air, which is going to be an absolute fantastic stream. You guys are going to love it. I used the GTN 750 to do a visual descent path into 2.8. I came in over the mountains, had to do a forward slip. I don't know. I'm getting more pumped up for the King Air stream than I am for this actual stream here. But this is cool. This is pretty cool. That's you in the F-28, Brian? Well, we're here in Brian's cockpit. Hey, I'm sorry, but hey, I was just bringing you coffee. All right, I'm going to go back to my aircraft. Have a good one. I miss days like when you could just get out on the ramp and walk around. Now everyone's like so hardcore about terrorism and stuff. I mean, well, the whole 9/11 thing, that put a damper on it. But let's walk back to our ramp. Let's go back to our airplane. Let's go to work, shall we? Maybe Amir will get you an early birthday present. Paul, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I do have my schedule for September, which is going to be pretty decent. Now, the streams are definitely not going to be as much as today. We're doing a lot of streams this month because I'm not flying. So we're going to take the walk of shame here in reverse order all the way back up to the front. But, yeah, once September hits and we're in full swing of football season, it's going to be a lot less content coming at you. So enjoy it while it lasts. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having fun. So I guess the ATR got a pink slip. Alex, that stupid ATR. I couldn't even uninstall it. I was so mad. I couldn't uninstall it. I want to like it so bad. I want to. I don't know. I see it out there in front of us right now. Look how beautiful that ATR is in front of us. I don't even want to talk about it. Why are the speed brakes deployed? Thrust set. So this is Epic. Oh, hold on. Why is that not mapped correctly? Oh, well. This is Epic modeling from Just Flight. So because the airplane is depowered, these will actually depressurize a little bit, and they will open up. So once I pressurize the hydraulics, these will actually close up here. So this is because, kind of like, when we talk about in the Fenix or in any Airbuses, when you're depowered and you see the ailerons drooping and blowing whatever direction the wind's blowing, same deal that's happening here. As soon as we power up, these will clamshell closed. Now, if you were flying, the slipstream would keep them closed. So just because there's no relative wind and there are no hydraulics, they are closed. Now, my question is there some type of mechanical lock for maybe storage on the ramp? Because I would think that, like, if you were going to store 146 on the ramp, surely you wouldn't want these just sitting open in a long-term storage situation. Maybe they can tape them up or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop in here. How's it going? Good to see you, James Johnson. Okay, one thing's going to drive me nuts. Hold on. My tiller is not properly bound here. Oops, let me go back. Let me go. Oh, and I had to lower my graphics settings for Christchurch, or else we just were not going to be able to land there at all. So I had to knock the graphics settings down a little bit and had to knock down that T-LOD and the detail because for some reason that Christchurch scenery from NZA is we may not even be able to land. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I need to book off at September to October. Yes, indeed you do. Indeed you do. All right, that's let's see. No Falcon Day, Lauren. No, we just kind of went over it briefly. We're going back to realism mode here. Air News. I mean, look at this. The 300. We got to be careful not to hit the tail. Okay, I do love this airplane. This is like my favorite ramp ever right now. We've got a turboprop, got a Citation, which my first ever jet I ever flew in real life. I got my bay. I got a little Fokker, which I fucking love, and we got a 320 with IAEs and sharklets right there, and we got a 320 without sharklets over there. I mean, and we got a Saab over there. I mean, this is V1's ramp. The only thing missing is a 727. If we could throw a 727 down here in storage somewhere, this is V1's ramp. We got a coffee shop and a bar inside. Team Vodka's in the bar over there already. I already checked. He's not coming on this flight. He's going to stay here in Nelson, which I love this airport. This is, I don't know why. Sometimes when I do these tours, we fly around. I feel like, oh, I'd love to visit this particular airport in real life. For some reason, of all the places we've been so far, Nelson, I want to come here in real life for some reason. Like, yes, I want to go to Queenstown because that just looks breathtaking and it's like a bucket list thing. But for some reason, Nelson, this is the only other one so far that I'm like, hey, let's book a flight to get in here. And I don't even know what's out here in Nelson, New Zealand, but it's awesome. All right, back to work. No King Airs on the ramp, though. True, Laura. No King Airs on the ramp. That's right. Just flying the 146-300. Been loving it. Romulus. Good deal. Good deal, man. All right. I did have a problem with SimBrief loading the passengers, but I did my best to get it nearly as close as possible. Now, you're going to see something here. You're like, gasp, why do we have a FMS in here? So this is a Dash 300, and the cockpit reference, I looked at two pictures I think were Air New Zealand 146-300s, and they all had boxes. Now, it's not a fully simulated UNS-1. However, the amount of terrain that's out here, I highly doubt they were flying these 146s around like Slan Alpha. So we do have, we're going to be using an FMS flight plan today, but we are in a 300, so it's not totally unrealistic. And that's been updated quite a bit to function semi-close to UNS-1. So, Catco, good to see you. Looks like you had a good flight the other night, man. Glad to see you back on stream. Planet Express 72 sitting on the ramp declaring. There you go. Good deal. All right, here we go. First things first, let's go ahead and get the batteries on, and then we're going to run through some checklists. We'll get the airplane powered up here. I'm going to put you into battery 1, battery 2. That all looks good. Let's send this over to external AC. I see external AC there powering the airplane. So then we'll go ahead and go external power on. With that on, I'm going to get some lights on here in the cockpit. We're going to turn up we'll arm those since we're looking at them. Oh, here they are. It's been a minute. I haven't done any practice flights today, so you're going to just give me a minute to go ahead and refamiliarize myself with this absolute beauty. We'll come down here. We'll get some forward console lights on. I fast-forwarded the sim, I think, like 2 hours, just so we can have a nice sunrise here in New Zealand land. I need to hide the yoke real quick. We'll hide you. Let's do a little panel instruments. Yes. Flight kit light, and turn that up a little bit. There we go. Now that's the cockpit we want to see. That is beautiful. And we'll go ahead and turn you on. We'll turn you on. And I'm just going to go through a little mini flow here before we go through the checklist flow. Make sure everything is in position. All right. Let's go ahead and run through this. Which rudder pedals? Nicholas, I'm running the MFG crosswinds. They are a great option if you want to have a very good variety in what you fly. I went with the MFG crosswinds with the dampener system. Absolutely love them. No complaints. They are specifically wonderful if you fly any GA. You can adjust the tension with just a click of a knob, and or if you like helicopter flying, which I was big into helicopters when I flew DCS, you can make it almost mimic a true anti-torque pedal. So they are phenomenal when it comes to like being able to diversify your pedals really with any airplane you fly. So that's what I have. I know what's the other really popular one, the Thrustmaster TPRs. They're also very popular. I've never laid eyes on one in person, so take my advice with a grain of salt. All right, let's run through some checklist items because like this airplane, she is a beauty, but she does require some actual cockpit prep. And why we do this, I say we send some catering trucks over since it's the first and only flight of the day. It's a short flight. Let's go ahead and call the catering services here. All right, landing gear down. We're going to go ahead and tick these. That's off. Whether it's that we don't transponder or standby. Air brake is in and up. No smoking signs. I forgot to pre-configure those. We're going to go ahead and turn those on. And while here, we'll get the entry lights on. We'll get the logo lights on, Chickstick logo lights. We'll get the navs into high and knit as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Boom, boom. Battery 1 and 2, we did that. Parking brake is yellow and park. Master switches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all on. Where are we at? Ground ignition as required. Anti-skid. We'll go ahead and turn that on. Ground ignition is in both. Lift spoilers, yellow and green, both on. They're coming on. Auto spoiler is in op, even though you can turn it on there. It's in op. This will be functional in the RJ, though. That's one of the differences. AC and DC bus tie, both to auto. So let's come on down here. We're going to go AC and DC bus tie. Standby inverters, we'll get both of those on. That's going to be next. Standby generator's been armed. Generators 1 and 4, both off and reset. So they're in the off reset position. And we'll go ahead and turn the galley power on. Oops, that's APU. We'll turn the galley power on. Galley is on. APU generator, we can turn it on in preparation for APU start when it's time. Fuel pumps, we don't need it on just yet. Engine fire handles, ground test, we'll skip that. APU, we're going to skip that. We're going to skip all the APU. Landing gear 3 green, so we'll come over here. We got 3 green. MWS, we're going to ground op and test that. Alright, that looks good. We'll reset you, clear the caution. Beautiful. MWS, that's what we just basically did. We tested in norm. Beautiful. Overhead annunciators tested in norm. Cabin emergency lights. So we got the flight deck lights. Did I arm the cabin emergency lights? They are armed. There we go. Ground test. We're not going to skip that. DC pump. Basically, we're going to do some pressurization. So DC pump is on. And AC pump on. Alright, that's going to do some pressurization stuff right there. Flight deck emergency lights on. We already got that. Yaw dampers both on. So we'll come down here. We'll go ahead and click the yaw damper. Why are you still blinking at me? Oh, that's the autopilot. Disconnect that. Yaw damper 1 and 2. Well, at least we know the autopilot master switch works. We'll go ahead and disconnect it properly. There we go from the yoke. Oxygen main valve. We'll come over here. We'll go ahead and flip you to the on position. That looks good, and that is our flight deck safety checklist is completed. Open aft service door. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare me. Aft service, forward service, aft cargo, catering's over here. Can I pull this? Can I get the... We'll open the forward passenger door as well. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get the stairs down for the front. Since we're doing some stuff here, we'll go ahead and turn the PTU on. They're going to pressurize all the hydraulics. Now we'll be able to deploy the stairs. We'll get the stairs out for the front. I don't know what flight level I'm at yet. I haven't got that far. If you had to pick, BAE or Fokker. Oh, Laser Shark, you're killing me, man. I cannot. Both. You literally, they're both so good, Laser Shark. You have to pick the one that you think you'll get more enjoyment out of. Now, I will say, I think the 146 is a tiny bit more workload as a part of like cockpit setup and all that stuff and systems management. You can put the GPS in the Fokker, so you can do some GPS routes in the Fokker. You can use the FMS in the 146, so they're kind of equal there. They're both going to get the UNS-1 when it gets completed and sent out. I really don't know how to tell you one or the other. You just have to see which one you like better. What airline do you want to fly the most, and did they fly a 146 or Fokker? They're both great. Dougal says, should I quit now? I've had this bird from release, but I've never flown it. Dougal, are you serious? Dougal McTavish, you got to give this bird a shot, man. You will love it, Dougal. You will absolutely fall in love with it. Can't believe you've owned it since release and never fired it up. That is sacrilege. Tyson, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. All right, what we will do, let's go ahead and load up our flight plan, and then we'll get the boarding. So let's go pause and knit flight plan. Now, I think, hold on, let me go ahead and go, actually, I think we can pull, I gotta remember how to do this. This has been, like, since I don't really use this. Data link. Can't go to the next page. If I go index... No, I thought there was a way to pull it. McDo menu, FMS1. Let me go here. Let me go back into the flight plan. Let's load it up ourselves. Okay, I will close the aft service and forward service doors. They're both closed. All right. They're closing up. Index next page. I thought it was index next page, but I can't go to next page. Oh, now I can. What? Okay. Route menu. Flight plan recall. There it is. Thank you, whoever said that. Appreciate you. All right. Execute. All right, we're good there. We got our flight plan. Now we're going to go ahead and set it up. Departure. I don't know what the winds are doing. We need to take off 20 because of winds. Okay, so let's pull up our Navi graph. And I think it had us going off of, what are the winds, Evan? If I go outside here, can I see a windsock somewhere? 02 is what he's taxing out to. All right, let's go into Navigraph chart mode. 0. That one guy's taxing out to 02. We'll go to 02. That's what my flight plan is set up for. And we are on the Dumnik. The Dumnik 1 Papa. No, we're actually on the Beesp. Actually, Dumnik 1 Papa. The Dummy 1 Papa. I'll execute that. Legs out to Dumnik. That's not actually what we want, is it? We don't want that. Dang it. Departure, arrival. We want the... Windsock is limp, but favoring 02. Thanks, Steven. I want... This is... Idnim. Is this the Idnim departure, then? I hate how they do this. Alright, so Idnim. So we'll go back. Idni 2 Papa. And then the... We want to go out to Bicep. There's the one we want. We'll execute that. Boom. That's executed. Legs page. We'll go ahead and skip through here. After Bicep... We got to insert some stuff. So let's go here. After Bicep, we'll close this, and we're looking at Nesta, Bicep. Oh, they have airways and stuff in here. Hold on, let me go back. Index, McDo menu, FMS1, flight plan, next page. Previous to Bicep. Okay, now I can. This is the one I wanted. Let's see. Quebec 787. Quebec 787. Airway mismatch because I took it out to the wrong transition. Well, how about we just do this? How about we just go Alada? We'll go direct ALADA. We'll execute U, and then from Alada we'll pick up Yankee 894, Yankee 894, and we'll take that one to Igega, and that will lead us into an arrival. Igega right there. Importing SimBrief gets a lot of not database errors, so now inputting manually a lot. Yeah, I've heard that happening. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We'll execute that to Igega. Now we got to look at our Navigraph arrivals into Christchurch, which is, or I'm sorry, Queenstown. So let's go here, open charts, Queenstown, and we have filed. Doesn't say there. What does it say? Does it say up here? Igega 6. So let's go back to departure, arrival, index, arrival for Christchurch. What do we want to fly in there? Real quick, let's look at the taxi diagram. That's arrivals, departure. Let's go here. This is Queenstown. This is not... Where are we going? Why is Queenstown here? No, I don't want you. Unpin you. Christchurch. There we go. Taxi, 10-9 page. Alright, 02 into Christchurch, is that what we do? What are the stars doing? Igega 6. Or Igega 6, let's look at this one. Yeah, this sets us up for 02. Okay. So we're going to do the... What type of approach? I really don't want to do another ILS. Can we do an R&P in this thing? We're going to Christchurch. I know. I'm lost. Hey, I'm still getting used to it. Still getting used to it. I really don't want to do an ILS. ILSs are lame. R&P, that's pretty straight in. R&P Yankee. Ooh. R&P Whiskey. No, wrong direction. R&P Victor. Ooh. Probably illegal on this airplane. I don't think we're R&P AR capable. But it's flight sim. Let's give it a shot. So I want to do this one. R&P 02 off of Irvax, which might mess up our star. Let's look at the star again. Igega 6. Oh, it does take us to Albad. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do VOR R&P Victor 02. So next page. Next page. RNAV 02 Victor. And we're going to do this off the Igega. Oh, we might need VNAV. Igigi 2 Echo, thank you. We might need VNAV. Well, hopefully we'll be visual. Let's take a look here. So, Bicep, Alada, Igega, then CH412, Avnop. Let me go back here for the star. We're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. We did the Igigi 6. Igigi 2 Echo. CH412. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to paste that up under there. We're going to execute. Then that takes us to Avnop, Irvax for the approach. R&P Victor should be CH. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. Fun fact, the 146 does in fact have VNAV. It does? Well, maybe your type of VNAV. I don't think it's not... I don't think it'd be approved for an R&P AR. Will it? Would it? All right, so that looks good. Our flight plan is in the box. We go flight plan page here. Anything else I can do with the index real quick? Frequencies, no. I thought, is there like a VNAV page like you'd see on, I don't think there is. Like on the ATR, there was actual, like you could do pseudo VNAV. Huh, I think that looks good. Currently, the TOD calculator. Well, it's going to be visual. We're going to do it. So let's go ahead and get the left inner tank pump on. Let's go ahead and get the APU fired up here. We can probably dim down some of these overhead lights now that it's nice and bright. We'll go ahead and turn you guys almost off right there. And let's go to APU gen so I can see you when you're ready. The generator is on. Let's go ahead and start the APU. And you can see thrust set. The barn doors are shut. Speed brake is shut now. So much more setup when you have FMS. I like my slant alpha way better. Alright, the Whisper Jet is fired up there. We'll go ahead and clear you out. The APU generator is online and running. So with that, let's go ahead and turn external AC off. That looks good. And we'll go ahead and turn on the APU air. We'll turn on cabin air. And we'll turn on flight deck fan, cabin fans, auto. We're going to keep it nice and toasty in here. Flight deck, we'll warm it up a little bit. That all looks good. So with that done, we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground power unit. And let's go ahead and send them out. Send them out, send them out.
Boarding request. Do you want to board crew?
Nope, we're already on board.
Passengers.
All right, we get the flight deck after that. Top altitude today. Weird question, why the 146 4 engines? 4 engines are cooler than 2. It seems like overkill. No, definitely not overkill. They're underpowered. It's actually a very underpowered airplane. More fuel efficient, no reversers. Super quiet noise. We filed 260. Hopefully we can get to 26. All right, 260 is set in the box. I'm gonna make sure I turn on the rest of my cockpit stuff here. We'll go ahead and turn those on. We don't want to get caught with our pants down if we have to do any hardcore stuff. Let's go ahead and power up the TMS here. We'll do a test. That way it's ready to go. We'll run through the TMS test. FMC at VOR02. Why not use that? Could be interesting. Was it VOR02 any good, though? I thought it looked kind of lame. TO1 today, we'll be looking for 92.9 with no flex. We'll do a flaps. Let's do a flaps 24 takeoff. Because it's a shorter runway. I don't think I've ever done. We'll do flaps 24. We'll set our bugs. 116 and 1 bugs are set. We'll go ahead and depower the TMS. We'll hit the magic barrel ref key. That is done. We'll put this into RNAV mode. It's in RNAV mode. Alright, I think everything else looks pretty much good to go. We'll get the flight direction and everything on after start. They're boarding. Let's go ahead and run through a checklist. Let me run back here, make sure I got everything for the APU. Yeah, pretty much. APU, TGT, and packs. Alright, cool. Before start, let's run it from the top. Departure briefing complete. Comm and radios. Oh, we should put this stuff on here. We need to be squawking 2000. Interesting situation here. Alright, squawking 2000. We'll put an XPDR mode. We're transponder 1. And comm 1, we need to be on 122.8. Ooh, real slow radios, I forget. Nope, we are... Oh, there we go, RNAV. RNAV is set. There we go. Brake pressure's above, hydraulics. Ooh, we'll get all those off. That's before start, though. We can go ahead and turn the PTU off. We don't need that running. We can go ahead and turn off the DC pump and the AC pump. Those are all off. Ice detecting. We'll come up here. We'll flip that switch on. Fasten seatbelts. We are boarding. We should turn the fasten seatbelt sign on. That's checked. Fuel quantity checked. Flight data recorder checked. Altimeter set. Cross check. Red light extinguished. N1 bug set. Doors and equipment will be there when we be there. Everything else is ready to go. Leaves us for the engine start checklist. And now we just board them up. I tell you where I want to go. I want to go back to the tower view. Take a look at the whole ramp here. You're cruising at 220. I might have to adjust my cruise altitude, Steven. Back in the day in Memphis, we called the Masaba 146 the Barbie Fun Jet. Santiago, good to see you. Streams have been fun. Missing the Airbus already. Really? Man, I figure everyone's flying a Fenix V2. We all need a break from it, right? I mean, I could fly the Airbus all day, but got to get a little variety up in here. Got to get a little variety. We're going to be back in it because we're going to do another Queenstown approach. We're 100% going to do another Queenstown approach. Wow, this is kind of cool. Let's back it up a little bit. There you go. How about that? We're playing Tower Simulator. The traffic departing Nelson, are you on frequency? Oh, I don't know if I have my volume on. All aircraft departing Nelson, air traffic control is online. Advise ready with intentions. Yeah, we're in drone cam. The chart is, it's this thing over here. It's the actual airport. It's the actual airport page. We looked it up, and there's an approach chart. You can't hear me? What? Hold on, let me go back to, are my radios not on? Oh yeah, it's real life. VHF 1. 122.8 radio check.
Passengers bus is coming.
That's the marker. VHF 1. Volume on. Thought I could hide this. Oh yeah, there we go. VHF 1.
Nelson traffic, can I get a radio check, please?
I got you loud and clear, Helmy.
Thanks, sir.
Radio check, 22.8. Nobody can hear me? Radio check, 122.8. It's illuminating. 122.8.
Nelson traffic, New Zealand 11. Runway 02 will be a northwest departure. Nelson.
That's lame. They can't hear me. I wanted to do air traffic control.
Passengers boarding starting.
Nelson traffic, New Zealand 714, taxiing to runway 2.
Mike's not muted, no. Oh, hold on. I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Nope, it's not. Test. Hold on. Testing. Output device. Is the output the microphone? Should the output be the microphone? No, microphone. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Testing, hold on. Let me cancel it. I'm going to restart this thing. Oh no. Let me restart vPilot. I had to unplug and replug my my microphone. Can I get a radio check on 22.8? That's bizarre. Radio check 122.8.
Loud and clear.
Reading E5, sir.
All traffic, Nelson Airport. Air traffic control is now online. Please advise ready with intentions.
Where do you got the wind for the airport?
Winds calm.
Sounds good.
Air New Zealand holding short of runway 02. Say call sign.
It's Air New Zealand 714.
Air New Zealand 714, runway 02. Line up and wait.
Runway 02, line up and wait, Air New Zealand 714.
Air New Zealand 714, runway 02. Clear for takeoff.
Runway 2 clear for takeoff, New Zealand 714.
Uh-oh. Lauren's in chat. We've been busted. No one else wants to go? Look at these. Look at this, though. Wow, I didn't even realize this. They're on the NZA simulations page. That's pretty cool. The detail on this here. Look at that Fokker going. That sound with the flyby, though.
Tower, we have that number. You can call. Do you want the number right now?
Is that guy going to rotate? Wow. That guy barely cleared it. And Air New Zealand 714 Nelson Airport wants their runway edge lights back.
At least he looked good doing it.
He sure did.
Nelson, quote-unquote, tower, link 295.
Link 295, go ahead.
Might want to send authority out to the end of the runway. I dragged ass on the way out.
I want to what? We'll send airport vehicles. Go check it out. All right. Well, nobody's ready to go. I guess we better go. I guess we better go before Lauren reports us. All right, where are we at? We're basically good to go here. We can prepare for pushback and departure. All right, they're going to do their thing. Let's go ahead and close up the cargo. Let's pull in the stairs.
Traffic Yoda, 10-6-49, starting into Summerland.
Got the tug out there. We're not even going to push back, though, so we'll just restart the crew tower. We'll close it up. We'll pull the shocks.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Don't quit your day job? Hey, man, I think that's better ATC than half of them. Just kidding. Why is my recirc valve faulted out? Fresh air. That's what I want. Let's go up here. Beacon on. Let's go wing lights. Nope, not wing light. We'll turn the entry lights off. No smoking is on. Those are both on. Nav's high and net. Strobes off. Everything else looks good there. APU air is on. Packs are off. For engine start, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the engine anti-ice. That is good. We'll turn the start master on. We're ready to start. True, Steven, true. It is the pilot quality that is just mostly lacking, for sure. No argument there. All right, let's pull up our checklist. Engine starting. Beacon, packs, oh, and APU air all off. My bad, I forgot. Packs and APU air off. Engine and IS all 4 on. Fuel pumps, we'll get all those on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. TMS is off. Engine start power normal. We are ready to start them up. I want to go... how do we want to do this? I don't know where I want to go. I just do nose... right, tail left, and then we'll just stop the pushback. We'll just stop it right after we go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
There we go. Just to start the clock. Boom.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes set, clear, disconnect. We're going to start them up. Have a good day.
You can disconnect.
All right. Yep, I'm just going to drive off this one. We're going to sneak out to the left. All right, we got the engine start cam on. All right, let's go ahead and start them up. So, Whisper Jet start procedure. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting engine 1. Well, I love that sound. I tried to hide the cockpit, and I still can't.
Unlocking.
Fuel. Can hear the igniter. Lauren, will you put a good word in for me for VATSIM so maybe I can get my controller certification?
Traffic and the 219 and 182, between 10,000 feet and looking for the 13 DM yard for ILS routing.
Say again. Let's go ahead and start 3. All right, number 3.
Christchurch traffic and the 2219 descending to 16.9 for 10,000.
Oh, he's going into Christchurch, not Nelson. He's going into Christchurch, not Nelson. I was going to give him a look. I'm not improvising it as a controller, or I'm not. What is it? What do they call it? I'm not being a controller imposter. I'm being a ground ops. So like when you fly into some certain islands, like there's some islands in the Pacific, like not St. Martin, but a couple of those. I'm drawing a blank right now. Like east of Jamaica and all that, where they actually have, there's no tower, but there's an airport ops guy who sits in an office somewhere. When you call in on the Unicom, he gives you the airport winds, any reported traffic, local altimeter setting, all that stuff. That's all I'm doing. Go ahead and start number 2. Here we go. No, Atlantic. I'm all what am I trying to think? What island am I thinking of, Lauren? There's one out that we were just talking about the other day. It does the same thing. It's I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. AJ, good to see you. Traffic advisor, Homer, Alaska is like that. There you go, like that. Exactly. You're role playing as an Air Force tactical air controller. Oh, dude, those guys are bad. Hey, man. Those guys are pretty sweet. Hey, look, I played AWACS on DCS, okay? I'm basically certified. I can do, what do they call it in DCS when you're the AWACS? There's like a role for it. I used to do that all the time on DCS. We'll go ahead and start number 1. Last one. Here we go. St. Lucia, Maldives, Caribbean. Thank you, Romulus. Jeez, Eastern Caribbean. Cayman Islands. Yeah. That's exactly what I meant. That's it. Yep, out there. So a lot of those airports, they don't have towers, but when you call in on the Unicom, there is a airport guy or gal that's just gives you traffic advisories, local altimeter, wind, all that good stuff. So yeah.
Nelson traffic 1.495, taxiing to 02 via Alpha 1.
All right, waiting for a good start on number 4. There it is. The start light is out. We'll go ahead and put the start select into the off. Turn the engine start master off. We will go ahead and turn our engine anti-ice off. We'll go ahead and get the... Oops, I didn't mean to do those. Hopefully I didn't trip it out. We'll get the rest of our heaters on. That looks good. We can go ahead and go cabin air, pack 1, pack 2. We'll go APU air on. We'll go engine air 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We're not going to use engine air for takeoff. We're going to use APU air for takeoff. So APU air is on, packs are on. That all looks good up top. Let's go generator 1, generator 4. And we got to go up here. We'll go hydraulics, auto, PTU can stay off, engine 3 pump on, DC pump on. I think that's the configuration. And look at a TR2, TR1. That looks good. Generator 1, generator 4. That all looks good. Let's run through an after start checklist. Let me clear you out, get you on. We're going to hit the Toga button. GA is selected. Altitude is armed. And we're in FMS nav for departure. All right. Oh, we got to select flaps 18 real quick. Let's do that. I don't like these wing views. Like, I made the wing views without... Just ruined that flap deployment. I made the wing views without the cabin. And now I got a cabin back. We're going to use APU air on, though, because it's a shorter runway. Ooh, 18, we're doing 24. You're right. Thank you, Steven. Traffic departing 02, say again. Enter Zealand runway 02, clear for takeoff. All right, flaps 24 is set. Trims are set. Let's run an after start checklist. Start power, norm. Start selector and master, both off. Engine and ice is not required. 1 and 4, brake fans auto. Engine 2 and 3, hydraulic pumps are both on. AC pump and PTU, auto and on. So we actually do need the PTU. Auto and on, check. Heaters all on, APU air and packs on as required. Engine air is going to be off for this takeoff. TMS mode, we'll go ahead and turn that on. On for takeoff. Transponder, TA as required. We'll get that. Taxi lights, brakes, tested on initial roll. For takeoff, brakes, flaps, flight instruments, flight directors, trims, config, cabin, weather radar, TMS, on TO, unlocked and free, MWS. Boom, after takeoff, that's where we're at. Auto brake, flight recorder, that's associated. And our V-speeds are set, our TMS is set. Let's go ahead and release the brakes. Turn our taxi lights on, which are in this position. Nelson traffic, New Zealand 357, going to be taxiing out runway 02, Nelson. All right, we're going to have to go through a tug here.
Nelson traffic 1.495, landing up 02.
Gosh, I wish I could get rid of that cabin view now. We don't want to hit that beautiful ATR out there.
Nelson traffic, New Zealand S1, after the 146 takes in behind us, we will be pushing straight back for maneuvering out of the
Alright, do a brake check, pressure's normal. Tested in settlers, the takeoff config. Alright, no alarms, we're good. Flaps are 24, speeds are set, TMS is on. Let's go ahead and advise the cabin.
Traffic ends at 2409 behind the Air New Zealand A320. We're attacking 03 Alpha. Nelson.
Cabin is secure.
Alright, cabin is secured. Alright. They flipped the switch, cabin is secured, doors are closed. We are ready to go. What's this guy's call sign on the runway? Ah, my camera view reset because we
Nelson
started
traffic
moving.
1.495, departing 02 on the Indy to Papa. Nelson traffic.
Alright. We had our fun. Where do I want to put this on? We could put this on the charts page. I forgot that we had all this. Departure. No OFP loaded. Really? Alright, that's fine. We'll just go back to aircraft mode then. Wow, that 320 couldn't be any closer. Couple of ATRs over there on the ramp. Nelson traffic, New Zealand 357, line up on runway 02. That's you, Steven, behind me? Alright, we'll slow it down. The 300 does taxi nice. All the 146, all of Just Flight stuff taxis nice, man. Just Flight products and Microsoft Flight Simulator have never once let me down. Whenever I fly Just Flight stuff, I have a hell of a lot of fun, and they never like get bugged out or glitched out unless it's user error. They just are solid. They're always solid, always have been. And we all know 146 is Bay. Ever used the Bravo throttle with MD-11? Ooh, I have a long time ago on X-Plane. But yeah, though, you'll love the Bravo. That's why I love the Bravo, man, because you can make it so adaptable, like an Adaptabus. Well, that would be an Adaptabus. But you can make it so adaptable to any airplane. That is why I absolutely love the Bravo. All right, we're lined up. I can still see him. We'll let him go another 60 seconds or so. How was that lineup? A little bit off center line. Not bad, though. We're going to correct. I wanted to put it in the direction of the wind, though. All right, so flaps 24. Let's review our departure procedure here. We don't want a tail strike. Rotation is 116. All right, so it's going to be relatively quick on the rotate. We won't want to hit the tail. Nice and gentle. TMS, about 10 degrees. And then we'll lower the nose for about 1,000 feet per minute. Then we'll go IAS, or we'll go vertical speed hold. And we need to set you to TO. There it is. 92.9 is what we're looking for on the TMS today. Alright. If you like seeing this type of content, make sure you smash down that like button for me. Real quick, I need to go back and look at my departure procedure. Hold on. Where were we? Airports. Oh, Nelson. Procedures. Oh, it's down here. Alright, so it's a climbing left turn. Climbing left turn. I don't know why our box is showing... We're not showing direct to Idnum. That's not the first waypoint. Oh well. Godspeed. Here we go. Spool them up. Nelson traffic, New Zealand 357, departing runway 02. Things you brief before lining up. Static, yep, we're going to spool them up.
TMS sets takeoff.
Alright. Get them forward. Want it for those blue lights to extinguish. Blue lights out. Release the brakes. Yogas.
Power set, N1 jet.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really loud too.
V1, rotate. V2.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Don't hit the tail. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Okay, my ears are bleeding. I'm sorry if yours are as well. Oh. So nice, though. LNAV. Oh, we'll go sync mode. LNAV. I'm going to lower the nose. There's 1,000 feet. Let's come down. Or about here. Nope. Vertical speed is what I want.
V2 plus 10. Safe flight speed. Select flap 18.
Flap 18 selected. Nelson traffic, New Zealand 357. We're a left turn out off runway 02. Climb through 1.2. Last call, Nelson. Oh, did it bring them up all the way? It went 24 all the way. So you know what's really cool about the 300 is there is a trim system because of the moment arm is much longer on the 300 than say the 200 or 100. That if you notice, I didn't use hardly any trim there. And the 200, when you go flaps up, that nose really starts to drop. You really got to be careful you don't sink. But with the 300, they got that. It's a nice trim system in there. I can't remember what it's called. Alright, I'm going to go direct to Nesta. Direct Nesta. We're going to execute that. That'll resync our nav. Alright, we're almost at 250 knots. I'm going to lower the nose a little bit more. Sync mode on. Right there. And then I'm going to go autopilot is on. And we're going to LNAV is arm. We're vertical speed. I'm going to lower the vertical speed more though. Oh, no, we're actually already there. IAS hold, 250 knots. So, we are IAS hold LNAV now. Altitude is armed. We're in RNAV mode. We're climbing out right about 250 knots, just a tad fast. And we're climbing on out of here. And yeah, it's definitely, and it's modeled too, and it's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Gosh, New Zealand is so beautiful. I love this country, man. Don't love your politics, but I love everything that I've seen down here. Look at this. This is real life. Are we in real life right now? This is real life. This is 100% real life. All right, we need to go ahead and do some checklists. Let's go into full screen cam. Let's pop out our checklist. We're after takeoff checklist. Landing gear up, lights out, check. Oh, shoot. I forget which one. I need to go. We'll go sync mode. We got to bring the power back. I forget the TGT. I think it's like 7. I can't remember what it's supposed to be. We're gonna just go right about 88% N1 though. 88% on the N1 is set. There's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and continue. TMS sync as required. Engine air. That's coming on. APU air is coming off. APU air off. Packs are both pressurizing and
Nelson traffic, New Zealand 81, lining up, runway 02.
flight altitude now is going to be what did we say? 260. Actually, we're going to go to 220. I had it there for field elevation for an air return, so 220 is now set, and we are pressurizing. The valves are open. That looks good. All right, climb checklist, altimeters, PTU, we'll get that, and the APU, we'll get that when it's time. But the APU air is off, APU is still on. We're out of 11.5, and actually now we could, now we'll go up to like 15.5, I think that's 710 degrees, 710 MCT. Oh yeah, that looks about right too. So let's go 710, and we're going to go TGT hold now.
Delta traffic ends at 2409, airborne passing 1,500. Last call, Delta.
Two.
Yeah, Matewa.
All right, now we're looking good, 250 knots. Wind is transition, 15,000, so a couple more thousand feet, and then we'll turn the APU off. What a beautiful departure out of Nelson today. Absolutely stunning. All right, we're naviging to Nesta. Oh, that's close enough. We'll hit the... Oh, nope, not yet. Transition's like 15.5 or something. I'll tell you what we do. We're going to go sync mode. We're going to lower the nose a little bit. So sync mode, we're going to accelerate. We're going to do about 270 knots or so on the climb out. Team Vodka, welcome to the stream, man. I thought we left you at the bar back there. Team Vodka, I have the most epic King Air flight planned. I'm so excited for it. I might double down and do it today at like 4 o'clock. It might be one of the best King Air streams we've ever done on the channel. That's how pumped I am. Alright, 270. I'm going to IAS hold now, reset that. So IAS, we're still in LNAV. That'll give us a little bit better climb out speed. Oh, yes. Such wonderful frames out here, too. Problem is, once we get to Christchurch, it's going to be ripped frames. Our frames will have all left the building. King Air Pilot, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. There we go. That's actually the view I like. Right there. Move it in a little bit more. There you go. Behind the wing, both engines. All right, that's got to be standard. Are we standard yet? Not yet. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our lights off. We'll get you off. That light, the runway exit lights are coming off. And we'll go ahead and turn off the wing lights, logo lights, do everything else on. Short flight, we'll go ahead and smoke them if you got them. Oh, not the cabin emergency lights. Seatbelt signs are down here. Those are coming off. We'll go ahead and depower the APU. APU is coming offline. And we got to do something with the PTU, I forget. I'll turn this PTU and AC pump off. So PTU off, AC pump off. APU stop, that's the APU shut down. Check. Alright, we're at a 17,000, we're looking good. Engine bleeds are on. In the turn. Gosh, that looks good. I'm not sure whether to change my name to Saw Pilot or just leave it like this. Ah, you gotta leave it, King Air Pilot. You're the OG. You're the OG. Uh-oh, almost just broke my A319 model one, I guess. Can't do that. Ordered this. This actually came from France, believe it or not. I've had this model a very long time. My instructor cam A319. Man, the 300 is quite spicy looking, isn't it? Almost looks more proportional. Looks more like a true airliner than, say, the 200. The 100 just kind of looks like an ugly duckling. Oh, but that countryside view down there. All right, we're already having to BSAB. Let me pull up my Navigraph real quick. We don't want to be going to B7. We want to be going to Igega. We want to be... Oops, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. I want to go direct to Igega. Execute. Back to the right, back to the right. I caught it. We had the wrong transition in there and it never cleared out. So it was trying to take us back towards that transition, which we don't want. Now we're going to be on track. I love the Dash 100. Oh, I like the Dash 100 too, Steven. It does have decent climb performance. Vlad, welcome.
Traffic, New Zealand 1175 on the Igega 6 Alpha arrival, setting up a left downwind runway 02 Christchurch.
Can I redirect it? Can I redirect Igega? Right now, let's redirect it, straighten out the line. But don't mind us, we're just doing an S-turn for cinematic purposes. Loving this plane, think I'm going to have to get it. Merkton, listen, there are few recommendations that I can give in Microsoft that are 110% guaranteed you will have zero regret. Those recommendations are BAE 146, Fokker F-28, Fenix A320, and Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant. That's pretty much it. Oh, Black Square King Air too, you can throw that in there. Guaranteed to not have issues. Well, there are still some issues. It's still got a lot that it could be cleaned up on, but PMDG, yeah, I'd recommend PMDG too, but some people might complain. Now, some people would be upset that it doesn't have a EFB though. They'd be like, oh, it's a no-buy until it has an EFB, so that's why I can't say that. Mad Dog AJ. AJ, how was camping, man? I saw your pics. It looked beautiful. It looked absolutely beautiful. Let's do 240 instead of 26. Let's just, or 22. Let's do 240. Reset this. 240 set. All right, 2,000 feet to go. We're pretty light today. Great. Oh, Comanche? Yeah, Comanche for sure. Throw the Comanche on there. Throw the Comanche on there. People who complain about no FB are the same people who threw tantrums as kids when their iPads were taken away. Yes, indeed. To be a kid with an iPad, unbelievable. It's just so foreign. Thrust set. The Fokker thrust levers. Speaking of, we're leveling here at 20. Oh, hold on, one more. Get to cruise altitude. I'll turn the camera on. I'll show you. I like them, thrust set. I haven't been able to use them. I spent like an hour or so getting them bound as close as I can to what I want. They're your 3D printed plastic. I think that that person who makes them on Etsy has made some higher quality stuff. I don't think this is the highest quality plastic ever, but I will tell you when we start flying Fokkers around how much fun they are or not. I am very much looking forward to using them, though. I got 2 fuel shutoffs. The flap lever's pretty neat. Everything is as expected. I still think, though, it's like with shipping, I think it was over $100. I think it was like $110 or something. So unless you are a Fokker fanatic, you may... I don't want to say it's overpriced. It's kind of how I feel about the TCA Boeing yoke. I absolutely love the yoke. It's game-changing. But for the price, I would just wish they would have put something on the exterior of where you actually grab it. That plasticky feeling is just so... The texture feels cheap, but the mechanism of the yoke does not feel cheap. I love the yoke. I love the smoothness, the pendular pitch axis, game-changing all across the board. All right, now I'm going to go into N1 sync, and we're just going to go ahead and let the power come back a little bit. Let's see where we level off at. We don't need to be going super fast. This is a short flight. Let's bring it back to like 88 and see what that gives us for cruise speed. Yeah, Spirits, that's what I was saying about the Alpha yoke. Like, I feel like for the price, they could have put on some sort of texture. Are we still in TGT hold or something? Yes, we are. No. How do I get out of TGT mode? There we go. Sync N1. There we go. We were in TGT hold. It kept running up on me. Now it's coming back. So, like, for the price of the Alpha Yoke, sorry. For the price of the Thrustmaster yoke, I would have hoped they could have done something like the Alpha Yoke has. Alpha Yoke had a very nice, not plastic, like almost a rubberized grip that just gave you a high quality feel. Now, I will say that the Thrustmaster yoke in motion feels more high quality than the Alpha. The pendulum motion, all that stuff is phenomenal. But just the texture of that they left on there, I didn't like it. So I put a little tennis wrap on it. This kind of simulates kind of what the Alpha had as far as texture goes. We're overspeeding already. This thing just wants to run away from us this morning. Come back a little bit. Hey, if you're not clacking, you're slacking. Come on back. Come on back. A little overspeed never hurt anyone. These airplanes were built to overspeed. There we go. There's some beauty. Captain, oh Captain, Mr. Martini, welcome, man. I like the Mad Dog, but the Leonardo app is a pain. Yes, Spurious. And the textures are straight out of P3D. That's why I wouldn't put that in my guaranteed recommended list. Camping was good. Had fun. Got another pic. I'll drop it in the Discord. AJ, I look forward to it, man. I look forward. It made me jealous, AJ. That picture of the fire, I could smell that picture. Someone said that in Discord. I could literally smell that. Not quite camping season yet or fire pit season yet in Georgia. Remember when I said Georgia wasn't all that hot? Well, the last week or so, I think Georgia got pissed off that I said that because it has been a little bit spicy. It's been like, the humidity has been pretty rough. I think it's only been about 90. I think the peaks were like 95, 94, 93, but the humidity was pretty rough. We had a lot of thunderstorms rolling in. And I was putting together a chicken coop outside, and I tell you what, I don't think I ever lost so many bodily fluids out of my pores when I was sweating so much. I mean, it's that hot. But if you ask me about it, I would rather do that than Texas heat. That's for sure. All right, now I'm gonna see if I can manually load up some charts here. Short flight over to Christchurch. They call it Hot Atlanta not because of hot sauce. Yeah. You're at 80% N1 at 220, Steven. I'm at 75%. We slowed to 250 knots because we were hauling. Now I've been having a hard code. Must be 4 letters long. ZCH. Enter. Arrival. I just want to go. What did we do? RMP Victor 02. All right, Irvax 4000. We need to start getting down. It's a quick flight over the mountains. I'm going to set 10,000. We're going to start down. I'm going to go right into IIS hold. Power's going to come back. We're going to nose over. We're going to set 10,000. Short cruise. 10,000 is set. 13, 26, 39.
Quanta 495 inbound.
Yeah, we're going to start down.
Giga 6 Alpha following ILS 02.
Let's find the ILS 02. We're at 23 miles from Giga. I tell you what, let's go direct to Irvax. I'm going to go direct Irvax. That's going to give us 51 miles. 10,000 might be a little aggressive, but we want to get down and see some scenery. So 51 miles. We're a little bit early on the descent, but that'll be all right. I thought it was Hot Atlanta because of the Real Housewives. Gens have to be careful when standing when using the Thrustmaster yoke. Kind of sticks out. Yes, Dougal, it does. And you got to make sure you have a smooth desk to clamp on. My new desk has this like reinforcement bar, so I have to. My yoke actually sticks out further because I can't get it to go all the way past the bar, and I can't put it in front of the bar. So I have to clamp it onto this bar underneath the desk, and it leaves it's about 2 inches from being fully seated. How do you learn new aircraft and their systems? Like in real life or in the sim? Just in the sim, just, by looking at other videos online and applying what I know of certain airplanes in real life and applying them to the airplane that I want to fly. That's, you know, that's a big, you know, once you learn an airliner, let's say you learn 737, since most people, I think, learn on a 73 first, especially in the X-Plane days because it was free, phenomenal Zibo mod. You know, if you really learn how that airplane works, you can apply those systems pretty much across the board. Now, other airplanes will call other systems different names and such, and there may be some different, a little bit different nuances here and there, but generally speaking, at least it gets you to the right chapter in the book, you know what I mean? So if you know one airplane really well, a lot of the times you can just get the basic fundamentals down. Where it really begins to differ is when you start adding additional systems that other airplanes may or may not have. Like, for instance, when you start adding in VNAV, you got to learn a VNAV on an airplane. Like, this doesn't have a true VNAV. So if you knew the 146 and then you want to go fly the Airbus, you're going to be unfamiliar with VNAV. But the way PACs work, the way bleed air works, all very similar. You know, for engine start, what do you need? You need fuel, you need power, and you need air.
We've got some traffic right underneath
So,
us. So what's the ground?
but for someone who isn't familiar with one airplane or something, watch videos on YouTube, man. There's literally tutorials for pretty much every airplane out there. A setup like XP72 Swarm, I do, man. I'm sitting in a $20 Walmart chair, secured by my flip flops. I need to get a new setup for sure. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? What was my calibrated in cruise? I don't know. We were doing about 250 indicated though on our way on our roll up there. We only cruised for about 10 minutes. All right, we're 30 miles from Irvax. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 357. About 30 miles to the north of Irvax intersection. We're setting up for the RNAV 02 at a 17,000 feet, Christchurch. Once we get to, so Irvax at 4, so if we're at 10,000, that'll be 6,000 feet to lose. What's 6 times 3? That's 18 miles. So 18 miles from Irvax, we need to start down at a standard 3-degree path down to hit Irvax. Now, the MD-80, the MD-80 is one that I would say you need to learn. You need to watch a tutorial. That one is so unique in of what it does. It's kind of an oddball, you know? So I think he said he's going to allow for traffic below us, which would be us. Flip-flops? You need casters with wheel locks. Yeah, Romulus. Fancy schmancy. I got flip-flops securing my $20 Walmart chair. And I'm actually using foam. I'm actually using a foam block that was around my Throttletek to like give me a little bit of lumbar support. Dial a flap, yeah. I'm doing a Delta Flight 320. We're here in Atlanta right now. Nice. So because this flight was so short, the stream was so short. There's two things we could do today. We could do a second stream later, Fenix into Queenstown, or we could do our King Air stream. What should we do? Piedmonter's MD stream is GOAT. Agreed. I think Piedmonter just needs to go. So AJ, I was thinking about this. Like, how can I, like, recruit other streamers to stream for V1? You get what I'm saying? Like I'll say Piedmonter. Here's my login to the V1 Sim channel. Now you do your MD80 stream under my name. But then I guess that would, if he's looking to get any monetization out of it, then I guess that, you know, that takes away that part. But I was like, how could I build an empire? Just kidding. King Air tonight? Poll it? All right, let's poll it. We're going to do both, but I want to just know what would we do today. Tonight's stream. Alright. Hole is open. Can't do VNAV on a King Air. Can't do VNAV, but if you have the GTN 750, you can do like a... it's pretty cool. So normally I fly my King Airs. Alright, let's go ahead and continue slow. We said 18 miles. Let's go ahead and bring the power to idle. There's a couple things we need to do here. I'm going to set 4 thou. I'm going to set 4. We got to come back to the overhead. We got to get the APU fired up. I don't know why I'm so lost in this cockpit today. I've just been off. That's starting up. We'll get the PTU. We get that into auto. Reset U. 4,000 is set. I forget what I was saying. Oh, but putting in the GTN 750 in that King Air, I mean, you can literally, it is a super capable turboprop if you have the GTN 750 add-on and you throw that in your King Air, because that GTN 750 is very powerful. You can set up a visual descent paths. You can navigate through high terrain with the terrain radar, which is phenomenal. You could pull METARs from everything. I mean, it's the GTN 750. I mean, I get it. It's expensive, but it is real service. It is a real. It's like a real GPS. It is a real GPS. It's like a trainer. I can be your ATR guy. ATR is less than mid. It is. V1 VA livery coming? I'll fly it all day long. You know, I would love to I've been asking Jungly to see if he can recreate. I love the livery we had in X-Plane. All right, seatbelt sign is coming on. We'll get the rest of our lights on. Now, I have to warn you, chat, I'm pretty sure our frames are going to go to 0 into this airport. I don't know what it is. I even removed the visual guidance docking system. I can already see my airplane starting to jitter around. All right, we're at a 10,000, 10 miles. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 357. At a 10.5, descending 4,000. We're 10 miles from Irvac, setting up for the RNAV 02 Christchurch. The frames are going to be very interesting. I have no idea how this landing is going to go. I almost bypassed this airport. Almost bypassed it and just went to Queenstown in the 146. But any Microsoft 24 jobs you're most excited to do in the sim releases? Firebombing, I think, looks pretty cool, Tom. No lie, the Firebomber looks pretty sweet. Yeah, Peyton. So there's one approach on the route that I have selected that I've kind of planned out. I tested it just to see if I was physically able to do it in the King Air. Props full forward, idle, and a full forward slip coming down the mountainside to land I wish I was recording it. And I actually buttered it on. I'm sure I'll almost crash it on stream, but it was pretty juicy. All right, we're 5 miles out. Let's go back to aircraft. Let's go ahead and seats for landing.
Traffic New 861, exiting halt over Igega, proceeding on Igega for
Speed brakes, here we go. We're going to start hustling down now. All right, I can see the airports off our left. Whoa, dive, dive, dive. Everybody just threw up in the back. All right, after 4, we can set 2,000 for 755. That's courtesy of the speed brake for you. Maybe half on the speed brake. Maybe half C's. All right, flaps 33, 116 on the VREF.
Number 495 turning base for 02, speed 180 for pressure.
Nothing like a 5,500 feet per minute descent, right? All right, out of 4, we're going to... There it is. We're at 4,000 right at the waypoint. Beautiful. Hit our magic barrel ref key. All right, CH832. Let's go ahead and stow the speed brake. We don't need you yet. Let's go ahead and slow it and start. Trying to maintain speed here because I know there's some Airbuses coming in. 755 was 2,000. 755 at or above 2. We'll shallow out the descent. Let's get some power in.
Christchurch traffic, and 2409, 15 miles to north, entering the 12-mile DME for Europe.
He's 12 DME out. We're looking good.
2500.
All right, lights are on. Lights are set. Everything is good. Seatbelts are on. APU air is on. We'll turn the engine air off for landing. Give us a little more performance. If we have to go around, although we don't need it, but I already moved the switches, and I don't want to look back up there. More power to shallow out this descent here. C-130 tactical descent. Yeah, Dougal, that's pretty much what it was, wasn't it? Vomit Comet 2.0. Yep.
Turning final for ILS.
Glad I wore brown pants. All right, we are 755, and then PEBV is at 1440. We're a little bit higher. That's all right. We'll go ahead and set. I'm going to set 1,400 feet. At some point, we got to configure Christchurch traffic to 0357. We're about 10 miles to the southwest on a left base for the RNAV 02 Christchurch. All right, let's go ahead and start configuring. I'm going to go autopilot off. I'm going to go autopilot off.
Autopilot disconnected.
I'm going to go flight director off. I can see the runway. We're going to start slowing her up. Ooh, I need a flight recorder. I thought it would be a cooler approach. That approach is kind of lame. That's all right. 2,000 feet. Runway's in sight. We're slowing.
Take us going around the forest.
Ooh. Going around. Ooh.
Speed checked below.
We have a Qantas in sight.
Select flaps 18.
Uh-oh. Oh, is Qantas going around? Oh, we blew that up. Let's go gear down. Flaps 18. Yeah, sorry about that, Qantas. We didn't see it till just now.
No worries.
Speed checked below 180.
I think we're going to have to go around
Flaps
too.
24.
We're going to have to go around.
Speed checked below 170.
We're going to have to go around. Go around.
Select flaps 30.
Go around. TO mode. And I'm a flight director. Go around. Speed brakes in. Let's go. And Christchurch traffic in 357. Going around off 02. We'll set up for left traffic. Runway 02. Alright, let's go around. Let's clean it up.
Speed check below 205. Select gear down.
Alright, we'll go back into heading. And we'll go autopilot. Sync mode is on. Let's clean it up. I'll tell you what, let's maintain. Oh, look at my frames. You see my frames? Maintain 2,500. Alright, heading 250 knots, we're cleaned up. And let's start a crosswind turn. I mean, it looks beautiful. Christchurch traffic, you see the 357 left crosswind, runway 02. Alright, 2,500 feet, 250 knots, we're cleaned up. We're going to cycle back and try it again. Actually, you know what? I don't even need the autopilot on, do I? I'm going to reset that to 02. I'm going to put you back. Hide the autopilot, let that off. Look at the flight director off. We're not following it. We'll just reset visual pattern here. Man, even just looking at the airport, look at that. My frames go to a 0. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 357 left downwind, runway 02. Hit the magic barrel rev key, reset 2959, that looks good. Didn't realize how flat it is over here. Let's go ahead and start trickling on down. We'll keep 2500 in case we botch it up and have to do it again. Let's go ahead and start our descent. Man, every time I look at the airport. Wow, let's go ahead and start slowing up. Well, you know why we had to go miss? Because we didn't have our throttle cam on. It is nice having 4 throttles. It's so much fun. Reminds me of that 7-4 flight we did. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 337 left base, runway 02. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Here she comes.
Christchurch traffic, engine 4409 is turn base 0 speed. Christchurch.
In the words of XP72, yes, yes. All right, Christchurch traffic is going 3% turn to final, runway 02. Flaps 24, flaps 30. Where
Speed
am I
check
going?
145.
What am I
Select
looking
flight.
at? Is that the airport? Oh my gosh. We're going full at 146 approach. Here's your tactical approach, Dougal. We're landed. We're definitely going to be stable. We're in a 146, but I don't know what I was looking at there. It's a quick tight. This is what we call a short approach. Oh, the frames. Oh, the frames.
Christchurch traffic to New Zealand 861 over Airbus heading C02 approach. Christchurch.
Let's just not hit the tail, huh? Bet y'all didn't think your old Airbus boy knew how to do short approaches anymore, huh? Ooh. Yeah, with the frames so bad, I'm just gonna crash it down.
Yellow and green spoilers.
There you go. That was probably really firm. You can't fly when you're like sub 15 FPS.
Traffic, Qantas 4905 inbound Updam.
Point pressure C.
Reducing speed for express.
80 knots. 60 knots.
Come
And Christchurch traffic,
on.
engine 249, 12 miles out, turning final, runway 02, Christchurch.
Slow down, baby.
And for reference, we're holding at about 180
We are slowing down to 16 knots and 14 track miles. Christchurch.
I'll tell you, in those frames, I'll take that. I would take that for those frames. Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 3% clear, runway 02. Look, I mean, I can't even move the camera around. Yeah, we're probably just going to skip the departure out of here. We're just going to go back to... We're just going to, like, warp ourselves over to Queenstown. Which is a shame, because it's a beautiful scenery, but it's... I mean, it just brings my system to its knees. And we're going to take the first. Look at that Qantas 7.4 on the ramp. That is sweet. It's just begging for us to go to Sydney. Hey, that's 7.4 on the ramp. You on frequency?
Hey, Phil.
You headed over to Sydney?
Indeed.
Have a good flight, man. Beautiful airplane.
Thank you very much. Big fun, V1.
Look at that 400. I want. Look at that beauty.
Christchurch traffic ends at 2409, 8 miles out, fully established, ILS 02, Christchurch.
Yeah, this is does this do this for you guys? I've even tried moving that VGDS so you can see it's purple. I have more frames with it removed.
Rest of traffic in News 861 going around Italy, the way to congested final.
We'll park at the first line. Ooh. Oh, we're right in between them. I mean, this is so bad. I can't even. I'm sorry, you guys have to even watch this. Brakes are set. I'm just gonna go right into replay mode. Yeah, there's really no sense in even. Yeah, I can't even really move the drone camera around. I mean, I can. You don't have this problem, Team Vodka?
Traffic, Qantas 495, turning final 7 miles for ILS 02. Minimum.
How are you getting such good model match and all the cool liveries? I get generic ones from Microsoft. Spurious Podge, thanks. That is AIG traffic. AIG on VATSIM. So these are all real players. It's not default traffic. It's just AIG with real players on VATSIM.
Christchurch traffic ends at 2409, short final 02.
Oh, there's a guy on short final. I want to look at the 747. Yeah, I can't. This just hurts my eyes. I can't believe there's 300 of you watching this. Hey, hit a like button for yourselves for watching a 15 FPS live stream. That's pretty impressive that y'all want to watch that. I don't even see anybody out there on short final. Y'all be liars. Y'all be liars. Spurious Podge, but thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I do appreciate that. Let's go into replay mode. That's very kind for that $5 super chat. And I like I said, this is AIG traffic is what I use. That's what I use. Second late team, we're going to do King Air later today. King Air later. I thought you weren't around today, Team Vodka, so I was like, well, I'll do King Air late tonight. All right. I want to see if I can... Oops, hold on. Let me see if I disconnect from VATSIM. I want to see what the frame does, if it's any difference. I mean, it's a little better, but it's still... I mean, something about this scenery just takes my computer to its knees. Like, as we get in. And I even know that because when I load into the sim, so if I load into the simulator... Oh, this is why. These NZA guys... Look at the detail in here. So when I load into this airport by itself, everything, like nothing loads in except the jetways. And then I have to wait about a minute and then the buildings start to load in. I mean, this is extremely detailed. I think I need a 4090 chat. What do you think? I think it's time for a new PC build. Oh, look, and we got our tower. I got to say, I don't know who these NZA guys are or gals or whatever they are for... this company, or like NZA company, whoever they are phenomenal. Like, I really love the detail that they put into it. Now, I don't know why the performance on this one is this bad. Oh, Windows Update's available. Maybe that has something to do with it. But, I mean, the Nelson Airport is one of my favorite airports in the sim now. And this is still, I mean, look at this detail. This is awesome. I should go back into controller mode. Yeah, but NZA, they make a great product. I just have to figure out why it's bringing this specific airport's bringing my system to its knees. Oh my gosh, look at the detail in here. This is literally AAA detail. Like, this is something you'd see out of an Any Builds or look at this. There's a coffee I wanted originally. Hey, let's get our coffees now. Let's get our coffees now. Mousepad and the notebook. I know. Delta Tango. Take me back to the Hertz counter so I get my AOPA discount. Who wants a coffee? Oh, cookie time. You know what? I'm gonna grab a coffee here. We gotta board our deadhead. So we have a deadhead over to Queenstown, where we're gonna pick up with our flight later tonight, our medevac flight. We're gonna go over medevac ops, flying life flight stuff, which is pretty cool. And so here's the thing. To make it a little bit more interesting for y'all, we're doing a hardcore, I say hardcore, I'm going to do my absolute best to do 100% accurate VFR comms, and I'll be there to answer questions if you guys want to talk about, like, you know, VATSIM comms, or what do you say when you say it, because we're going to be flying turboprops into these tiny little airports that are uncontrolled. And I think if you have a good basic understanding of how communications work at a VFR uncontrolled airport level, that gives you a good baseline for getting into those towered airports. Because if you know what you need to be saying when you're flying into an uncontrolled airport, when you start flying into a towered airport, you can almost start to understand, okay, well, I'm going to say this. Now the controller is going to tell me to do this. Instead of me just entering on downwind, the controller is going to give me a vector to do this or whatever it may be. So that'll be fun. It's going to be one of the most epic visual flights I think we've ever done on the channel. So that is going to be absolute awesomeness. I really want to clear this guy for takeoff. We're going to be racing turboprops. I really want to clear this guy for takeoff. Should I clear this guy for takeoff? I'll probably get banned, and then I won't be able to do any of that sim stuff. Koos Van Dam, first time watching our channel, or Koos Van Dam, well, welcome on board. I'm sorry that we had to end this way on the stream. It just, the frames on this one were really rough. But I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you stick around for later this afternoon. We're doing that King Air flight. That'll be coming up next. And I will get a coffee. I'm going to grab a coffee. I'm going to grab some lunch. We're going to break. I already have the thumbnail made, so I'm going to stream it. What do you guys think? It's 3 o'clock. I'm thinking about 4:30 local. So maybe 4:15. So an hour and 15, an hour or so. We'll end the poll. You're in the fee list, Daniel? Christchurch traffic, Queenstown Tower is online.
Lies and slander.
No worries, Dougal. We'll take it easy, man. Enjoy the rest of the stream. I'm gonna throw the replay up right now. Oh, look at this Qantas freight over here. Look at this Qantas freight 736 or 4. What is this? What is this freight job here? Is this a 400? 300? That's a 300. It's got eyebrows. Are you going to stop? Man, I could just do plane spotting all day in VATSIM. I want to see this. I want to see this Qantas 74 take off. I really want to see this 74 take off. I want to see V1 do that on German VATSIM. 999. All right. Come on, Qantas. Take off, and then we're doing replay mode. A Dash 600 with eyebrows. Dash 600. All right. I'm going to turn up other aircraft traffic. Hold on real quick. I want to hear this Qantas take off. Sound, other aircraft. Let's juice it up, and then we're going to do our replay still. We still have to do our replay. I really want to see the 7.4 takeoff. You guys want to see the 7.4 takeoff? I feel like it's not every day we get to see a 7.4 takeoff. I'm going to go back to the tower view. I'm going to do replay mode. German VATSIM operates in English. That is true. Well, yeah, they do. Well, there's a person up here? There's a controller. Hey! That's Team Vodka. Team Vodka's taking shots up here. Are you... This is unreal. Yeah, that's definitely Team Vodka. Said a few too many. I feel like there wasn't people up here earlier. Look, here's a controller. I feel like this is Tower Controller 5 or something, whatever that is. Alright, I need to slow the camera down so I can get a better view. Drone speed. I need you to be like 5. There we go. Alright. Christchurch traffic, winds 335 at 5 knots.
Lies, we show 10.
Team Vodka is the cause for lost frames. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, there we go. Nice 320 IEs.
Christchurch traffic winds 85, lining up runway 02. Christchurch.
Look at that. Nice little touchdown there. There, I'm standing up now. I'm not, I'm standing up at my chair. What was his call sign? 958? 985? I just want to clear heavy for takeoff. Turns up the sounds and runs to the tower. That's just a VATSIM controller dealing with the guy who's got his mic shoved down his throat. True. True. The patience some of these VATSIM controllers have is unbelievable. They put up with some pretty hardcore stuff. Drop frames is a Qantas 981 Heavy Christchurch Tower runway 02 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 02. Give Qantas 85.
All right, I'm done. I just wanted to say that. All I wanted to do, I just wanted to say that. I'm done. All right, here we go. Here it goes. The 747 Queen of the Skies. It's rolling. Straight band. Is he on the center line? Oh, yeah, he's on the center line. Rotate. Tail strike. Oh, that is so awesome. Let me get out of the glass there. All right, that was worth it. That was worth it. That was worth it. All right, let's actually watch our replay before I actually do get banned. Let's see how we did here. Replay mode is on. Here we go. I think this was the go around. We're gonna skip that because there's just not enough. There's not enough frames to watch a go around.
Green ahead.
We're gonna watch our short approach. So short approach mode. If you were a passenger, you're like, what is this pilot doing? Guy was filed to JFK, but with a LaGuardia route. Tell me you're serious, Lauren. That's awesome. Oh, I am still connected. Rip. Got it. I disconnected. There we go. The guy was filed to JFK, but with a LaGuardia route. That is funny. Funny. At 50k subs, V1 gets his VATSIM controller certificate. Yep. Hey, I would do it. I would do it. I think that'd be fun. Would you guys want to watch that? It's like super hardcore to like get into VATSIM though, right? Like I would have to go through months of schooling, and then maybe I would get some like BFE center sector, right? Like I don't want to go. I am nowhere I just want to go to one little, all I want is like, I just want to control like the smallest little airport in Podunk Land and just have a bunch of V1 members come out and I can just play air traffic control. That's all I want. Alerts muted. Oh no, I'm sorry. What did I miss? What did I miss? I did miss something. Aviator Nick. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get this back. We'll resume. We'll go outside view. I missed some stuff there. Aviator Nick. My apologies. I did. Aviator Nick with the 16 New Zealand dollars. I'm so sorry. To go towards the new PC build funds. Aviator Nick, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you for that. Super chat. I do apologize for missing it. I had alerts muted there, and I was when I was in drone cam, I couldn't see my other side of the screen. So apologize, Aviator Nick. Thank you for that. Yes, it is going to go to the funds for drone cam. I don't know. I mean, if you guys in chat are saying that you have pretty decent frames at this airport, maybe there's just something else here that's. I guess it would mean by CPU. Honestly, I think I have probably one of the more limited CPUs out there. You know, even all y'all in chat probably have a little bit better CPU than I do. So. I'm starting to show its age. But thank you. Appreciate it, Aviator Nick. And Aviator Nick, I hope you're able to see the next stream later today when we do the... Don't crash it. Ooh, that actually wasn't too bad. When we go flying on the King Air, it's going to be pretty wild. I'm going to reset you. We're going to do a flyby cam. So a little bit of a float, but I mean, that's just... When you have 10 frames... You can't flare. I don't care who you are. It's almost impossible to flare when you have 10 frames. Let me unlock you from the airplane. It's a Gen 1 i9, so it's, I mean, it's not bad, but it's starting to show its age for sure. That actually didn't look all that terrible, really. 350 or something, what you said? That actually didn't look all that terrible. All right, we're going to end this one. I'm going to break for lunch. I'm going to get some food. We'll dial it in maybe another hour from now. One of the most scenic flights I think we have done on this channel, and it's going to be a very, very spicy. We're going to be in a fully loaded King Air 350 with the GTN 750. We're going to double stack it with a 530. It's going to be a good one. So I hope to see y'all there. And instead of being trolls on VATSIM, we'll actually hopefully try to get some educated content out there where we can learn some proper radio techniques. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching the slideshow. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you again here very soon. See yous in chat. Until then, I'm V1. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't float it out. That didn't seem like a 340. See you. Yeah, we're just going to watch this replay and then end it because this is pretty rough.